Hello and welcome to episode 45 of Customer Success Rants and Musings. My name is Rick Adams and I'm the founder and CEO at practicalcsm.com. Today's rant is about management versus leadership. And this is something that actually I don't see quite so much anymore, but I used to see an awful lot of memes around how, management is bad and leadership is good. And it's not how it is. It really isn't. As it says there in that first bullet point, management and leadership are both critical. Now, what's the difference? Well, let's take a look at leadership first of all. So what is leadership? Leadership is about creating a vision and setting a direction and then getting everybody on board, rallied around that vision and direction, and inspired and willing and energized to go out and make that vision a reality. That's leadership. And somebody like, for example, Richard Branson, of the sort of Virgin Airlines and all the rest of it fame, is an example of that sort of leader who can create a really strong vision. Steve Jobs is another great example, right? Creates a strong vision, sets the direction, and everybody rallies around. And so if you think about Steve Jobs and Apple, for example, the employees, the customers, the investors, everybody's rallied around this vision. Okay, it's a great evangelizer and communicator. And there's another part to leadership as well, is actually knowing when to give up. Knowing when to, like, having set a direction, how to knowing when to pivot and go in a different direction. And again, if you think about Apple as an example of that, if you've got long enough memories, you'll know that they have pivoted several times and that each pivot has made them stronger effectively. So leadership is about creating the vision, setting the direction, and knowing when to change the direction. So there we go. Okay, so that's leadership. So what about management? Well, management is about making things happen on the ground. So it's about the reality of having got a direction. Well, fine, we've got a direction. We've still got to do lots of stuff. It's making sure that that stuff gets done in the right order, to the right quality, and at the right cost. And that's critically important. It sounds less exciting, but it is no less important. So what are the asset and resource requirements if we're going to do what we said we're going to do? Who's going to do it? And how much money is it going to cost? How are we going to measure it? How are we going to analyze and report on that? And how are we going to make sure on an ongoing basis that we implement changes to continually improve what we do? How do we coach, support, train, and assist our teams? Okay, that is what management is all about. So both are required. There are two roles. They don't necessarily have to be performed by the same person. Very commonly, as you move into more senior positions within an organization, both of them tend to become more important within your time. Not always. Sometimes people might be neither, but still be senior and not have either leadership or management. Sometimes they may be more leadership. Sometimes they may be more management. For your own situation, the importance of those two in your role, but overall within the corporate environment, both leadership and management are essential. So there we go. Leadership and management. What's the difference? I hope that helped. My name is Rick Adams from practicalcsm.com, saying thank you for listening or watching, and welcome you back to future episodes. If you click on subscribe, then we can keep you informed. Thank you very much indeed.